Today I posed a question: why has One Piece been the highest selling manga for so long? And when I say long, I mean over 1,000 chapters long. That's almost 500 Harry Potter books. At least that's what I'm thinking. But in this video, we'll be talking about why One Piece has had the mangaka community in a chokehold since it first debuted in 1997. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And especially comment why you love One Piece. But first thing I think we can all agree on that the first reason One Piece has been so successful is the characters. Taking an anime like Naruto for example, it has excellent main characters, but its side characters leave a lot to be desired. I'm looking at you, Tenten. But the problem doesn't exist that problem does not exist in One Piece. Nearly every character introduced in this series is fleshed out, even the side characters. Don't get me started on the main characters. Characters like Luffy, Zoro, Robin, and my personal favorite, Doflamingo. Yeah, I know, it's weird, don't question it, but the drip is just too immaculate. But let's talk about Doflamingo. Let's talk about the villains in One Piece. Oda be on steroids writing these characters. From the first introduction of Crocodile to meeting all the other 7 warlords to meeting Katakuri and the Yonko and the other commanders, and I haven't even started talking about the Marines. One Piece has never introduced a weak villain in terms of personality and uniqueness. Even the Marines, as much as we hate Akainu, we can't say that he does not have a strong personality and determination. Hell, his determination might be, his fire might be as strong as Luffy. I mean, he definitely had a stronger fire than a certain donut we know. Ace. But all jokes aside, Aokiji is low-key the coldest character in the series, literally and figuratively. Not just his personality, but his character, his actions. And I haven't even gotten to my 420 buddy, Kizaru, who I can confirm, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is always high. There's nothing you can tell me. There's no way, bro, it's not stoned at every single time. But even beyond the villains, take a character like Big News Morgans, for example. He plays a very specific role in the story. It's a very small role, but if you really think about it, it's a huge role. Every time we see him, every decision he makes, it's a huge impact on the world. But with Big News Morgan, let's segue to another reason why One Piece has been so successful: the world building. I can confidently say that the only other universe that has better world building than One Piece is the DC universe and the Marvel universe. There's nothing more you can tell me. There's no other universe. I'm sorry, especially not the anime. What are you talking about? Oh hell no. The amount of work and effort that Eiichiro Oda has put into the series is insane. But what's even crazier, and this is for anybody who's not caught up in the anime, is the fact that even though Oda has put in insane amounts of world building in the current generation, we still have a whole ancient kingdom, a whole void century that we don't even know that much about. For all we know, we might get information on how humans in the One Piece world were created. I mean, okay, maybe not that, but at least the man can dream. More on the world building though, it's apparently that One Piece is dozens of times bigger than the Earth. There are approximately over 20 million islands in One Piece, as said by Marco. In comparison, our world has only 400,000 islands. But let's get even more in depth with that. Let's begin with the ocean. The sea is separated into divisions in the universe of One Piece. You have the 4 typical seas, the north, east, south, and west blues, with each cover a different part of the earth. The red line, which is a huge range of mountains that encircles the entire earth, separates them vertically. The ground line circles the globe horizontally, a wild and unpredictable stretch of ocean divided into 2 halves by the red line: Paradise, the first half, and the New World. The calm belts surround both of these areas of ocean, regions of seas with no tides, winds, or anything with which to sail. Only huge monsters known as sea kings live there, and they aren't exactly good people. The Straw Hat ship can be seen on their nose if you were to sail and you were to look in a telescope. That's to put things in context. There's no sailing room, nothing physics related exists when it comes to sailing. Each island has its own magnetic field. The ocean currents are wild and unpredictable. The weather patterns, the island has its own seasons. Everything is so unpredictable. and it makes the world filled with promise. It makes the world filled with promise and like prestige. But then take the various islands. Each island is nearly entirely isolated from the others and is only linked by maybe it's not linked by anything, to be honest with you. Each has its own culture and history. You have you have Alabasta, you have Water 7, which is a Venice style island where everyone moves around by like canals. People make a career by making ships. There are even islands in the sky that are completely apart from the rest of the other islands. Islands deep under the sea. Oda does an excellent job of setting up each island in the series. Often an arc might spend a few chapters at the beginning setting the scene before the story actually begins. But let's take a break from the outside world and discuss politics. You see, there are various factions in the world of One Piece. There's the world government, which is frequently, I guess you could say, the main enemy. You have the Navy, which is the Marines. The vast majority of nations on Earth are united by this incredibly crooked organization, which is the world government. There's some genuinely honorable and decent Marines among the bad ones though, like Garp. I guess you could put Aokiji in there. Kobe definitely. They're just like a perfect they're the perfect ops. Like One Piece has the best op, which is the world government, because the morality is so skewed that you don't really know what it is. Some of them might end up even supporting the Straw Hats instead of opposing them. But the same is true of the different other pirate fleets that roam the seas. Some of them are dangerous to others around them because they're self-centered. They're pirates. That's how they're supposed to be. But then there are others who are completely impartial and acting in their own frequently harmless way, like the Whitebeard pirates. You have the Law, which is just smart, I guess. But these are the pirates that defend others when the world government fails. You can even call them heroic. And then you have the Revolutionary Army, which is the third faction, kind of like the shadow faction in the group. The world government and the Navy are actively opposed by this group, which seeks to overthrow them due to the corruption. These people are very unpredictable. You never know where or when they'll appear, but sooner or later they will. Like, given the enormous variety of the environment and the moral complexity of these factions, the story benefits from it so much. Any of them could play any part in a specific story arc. It doesn't matter, they can all be engaged in battle for a crucial object on a particular island. That the One Piece world is so vast and diverse that the choices are almost unlimited. It gives Oda unlimited creativity to do whatever he wants. Moreover, it doesn't stop there. Oda is insane. The tendency of many stories is that they center entirely on the protagonists. Take Naruto. Take Dragon Ball, Death Note, Fairy Tail. The rest of the world, Fairy Tail has amazing side characters. Oh, forgive me for the blasphemy, but the rest of the world might as well not exist if the primary characters are absent. These show stars are the only ones who experience anything significant in the story. Not with Oda though. There are unique covers for each chapter in the majority of the manga, and these covers serve as brief sneak peek of what might happen next or what a specific character is doing at that point in time. It does it like take the recent chapter. This manga spoilers right now, but one of the recent chapters we got a cover of Aokiji kidnapping Pudding from Whole Cake Island. Or do you want to see what Buggy did after Luffy trashed him? Doing that. Interested in what the CP9 guys are doing after losing their jobs? There. Want to see what Ace is doing? Right there. But then there's so other things to talk about. The Devil Fruits, Haki, the Void Century, the Poneglyphs, the technology. There's so many more things. But let's talk about the plot of One Piece. Like, what the actual fridge was Oda on when he wrote One Piece? Almost everything introduced in the story plot 10-20 years ago will always come back. It doesn't matter. One Piece offers a lengthy and satisfying plot that it succeeds in achieving the aim of creating something that's long but also memorable, with a list of characters that we can actually adore. You have the One Piece, the D-Clan, the world government, the nobles. It has a wonderful plot. It makes it possible, but the plot is so long and so has such an end-reaching goal that it makes it possible for subplots to develop, all of which are very satisfying. Subplots like Enies Lobby, the Samuel War arc, or Zou, even the Fishman Island. They can all stand alone as complete storylines. I mean, I will always want more from a story that Oda is crafting, and he always delivers. Like, One Piece is the greatest story ever to be told in terms of manga. Because of this, it has the ability to go on forever, retain its meaning while causing you to laugh and cry, have a wonderful main narrative with equally amazing subplots, and have some of the most well-known figures in the world as its characters. I'm just glad I could continue to watch this narrative develop, to be honest with you. But finally, the one thing that I believe has kept One Piece going on for so long is the mystery. To this day, we still haven't gotten an answer to most of the questions fans had 10 years ago. Hell, some fans have even died before getting an answer to their questions. In fact, let's take a look at some of these mysteries that we do not have an answer to. Number 1, who the hell is Emu? Number 2, who is Rocksteady Zebek? Number 3, how the hell can Blackbeard use 3 devil fruits? Number 4, what really happened during the Void Century? Number 5, is Dragon the strongest, or what's going on? Like, who is Dragon? Who is Monkey D. Dragon? Number 6, Shanks and Mihawk. What's going on with those two? Like we need a full backstory of those two. Number 7, what disease did Roger have? Number 8, what is Enel doing on the moon? Number 9, what secrets are the world government hiding? Number 10, and I will never forget it, what the hell is the One Piece? But that's just a couple reasons why One Piece has been so popular for this long. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and let me know why you have watched One Piece for as long as you have. It's your boy, Darlin Tintint, and I'm out.